everybody, I'm here and I'm going to be showing off Bastiodon. Before I get into the changes and buffs here, as always, if you are new here, definitely make sure you check out the description below. There is a link to the Google Sheet that I use in all of my videos, and you can see all of the awesome, super in-depth, very detailed buffs and changes on the Google Sheet. And most importantly, you should definitely check out, if you haven't already, this guide right here. It says search all moves here, and you can check out literally every single move in the hack. And there are 100 plus custom brand new ones, as well as the fact that literally every actual move in the game is buffed or changed in some regard. They are all much different, so definitely give that a look, because those are super important. There's a lot of move buffs and changes. That being said, if this would load, please, I would like to get back to Bastiodon. Here we go. And I am super hyped to show him off. So, Bastiodon was pretty infamously garbage, even worse than Rampardos, and that's pretty sad because they're both super really cool designs. That was not English, but they're both really fucking cool, okay? And it's a big shame that he was terrible. He does retain his Rock Steel typing. He is one of very few Rock Steel types, and all of the Rock Steel types in his hack are amazing, and they more than make up for their subpar typing. Not to mention, despite the fact that Rock Steel has those two nasty 4x weaknesses, it also has a lot of amazing resistances, given the fact that it is a partially steel. And you actually gain a 4x resistance to normal and flying, as well as you lose the weakness to fire, and you lose your weakness to grass. So it's a pretty good typing, all things considered. You also lose your weakness to steel. So again, it's a pretty solid typing if you can just be smart about those 4x weaknesses. So all of the Rock Steel type sets I need to deal with them. Probopass has Levitate, Mega Steelix has fucking ridiculous bulk, and he has the sand set up for him from Base Steelix. So he basically Base Steelix is a sand stream. You can go check out that video, but basically Mega Steelix is incredibly bulky as well, while Bastiodon has incredible bulk, as well as the ability Filter as an option, which you can switch between. Using infinite usability capsules, you can easily gain your 4x weaknesses become 3x weaknesses, and your 2x weaknesses become only 1.5. So with 102, 168, 138 bulk, you absolutely swallow you definitely swallow non-stab ground and fighting moves, and you will probably be taking some relatively weak ground and fighting moves as well, depending on your EV spread. And as for what's the other weakness? Water. Actually, the other weakness, I mean, water, you're swallowing water attacks thanks to your bulk. Obviously not swallowing, I'm exaggerating a little bit. Power levels are pretty high in this hack, but regardless, your bulk is incredible. With Filter, you're definitely swallowing water hits for sure. And then your other ability is also incredibly fitting and very good. Oh, this should also be sturdy, because Bastiodon doesn't really have rough skin. Should change that real quick. But yeah, you get rough skin, and that is just so fucking good on him because of that 102, 168 bulk. You can slap a Rocky Helmet on him. You also have access to, you don't even need the Rocky Helmet. You can also just get chip in other ways. There's also tons of new multi-hit moves in this hack, so punishing those is really great. There's plenty of moves that hit 2x, as well as many moves that hit 2 to 5x now that are new. So those, it's really nice to have rough skin. And it's just so good. And then you are actually not passive at all. You actually have some pretty good attack. Base 102, it's a giant Triceratops. So yes, I did have to min-max the fuck out of his special attack and speed, but honestly, if any Pokemon fits and deserves that, it's Bastiodon. Keep in mind that the Sinnoh fossils are 550 base stat total, the others are 535 and 525, and then the others we're going to get to, the Unova and Kalos ones, will be strong as well. That's not to say that they're better. Base stat total is not everything. Base stat total is not very important in this hack, at least. It's more so about the abilities and the stat distribution, all that other stuff. So regardless, yeah, rough skin, incredible ability. You got that Rocky Helmet. You also have reliable recovery with Fortify earlier in the game, which is just steel type recover. And at level 34, you get Sediment, which is ground type recover. And you get 2/3 HP in the sand. So with 102, 168, 138 bulk in the sand, if you do set up the sand with another teammate, you get that sand stream, you parting shot into your Bastiodon, or you U-turn into your Bastiodon, whatever it is. Or you could just self-set the sandstorm either by yourself. For example, Z Sandstorm will give you +2 physical defense, and you can use that with Sediment and the special defense boost with Filter, and you're an absolute beast with Filter plus Z Sandstorm plus Sediment. You also have other great utility like Spiky Shield and King Shield later on. So Spiky Shield is really nice with the Rocky Helmet, and you can run like leftovers, and then later on you get King Shield, which is even better. King Shield's a little bit weird, but he is the shield Pokemon, so why not give it to him? And then you have Metal Burst, which is a pretty good way to deal damage if you don't want to deal actual offensive damage, although again, you are actually pretty offensive. You have a good attack stat, again, because you are a huge Triceratops. And you have a bunch of other cool stuff like Roar is really nice because it's priority 3 PP move. Scary Face is really good for dropping stats. That drops to speed by 2 and attack by 1. You got Screech, which drops defense by 2, and it's all reliable. You got Yawn. Yawn plus King Shield is huge. I mean, you just got all kinds of utility. And in a hack with power levels that are this goddamn high, having a defensive Pokemon like this is absolutely invaluable. Just be smart about when you use it. Don't fucking switch it in on a stab close combat, and you'll be fine. Even then, you could probably tank one if you needed to for some reason as a pivot with like a Jack Button or something, because a Jack Button is infinite use in this hack. But regardless, it's not ideal. Okay, it is not ideal to use him. Like, it's not, sorry, that was not English. What I'm trying to say is it's not hard to not use him against the things that he's 4 times weak to, and even if you do use him against the things you're 4 times weak to, you're probably going to be fine. Just not super strong moves. Not everything has to live every hit. Not everything has to count everything. Some things should die to certain hits. That's how Pokemon should work. Other great things, you have Parting Shot, which is really nice, obviously. I mean, that's incredible. You got that really slow Parting Shot on a bulky Pokemon like this. It's super, super great for pivoting in. Again, you have stuff like Bulk Up, Iron Defense, and Amnesia with Set Amend, which is awesome. It's just got so much fun stuff to work around with. Rock Wrecker is really nice with like Eject Button or just switching out in general, or Parting Shot. Very powerful move right there. So much fun stuff. So I'm gonna end it off here, but yeah, great utility Pokemon, solid offenses as well, great abilities, very fitting obviously as well. I mean, both of those abilities are super fitting for Bastiodon. And I'll leave it off there. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll be back for more Sinnoh Pokemon coming up. Lastly, I'll just quickly add, again, make sure you check out the description, and you can also join my Discord server in there if you would like, but most importantly, you have the link to the Google Sheets in there. So yeah, I'll wrap it up there. Thank you so much.